It's been a breeze, yeah. Like Sumbul is great to work with. Um, she has no hang-ups, very relaxed. She's a very caring co-star as well, and she's a very good friend with a. And for me to have a good bond with my co-star, it's important she has a very good sense of humor, which she does. Kavya has given me validation as an actor, which I wanted very badly. Like now people know that this guy is a decent actor. So that's what I really, really wanted. Rajan Shai is the producer of my first show, Aur Pyar Ho Gaya. So he called me one day to his office and he's like, I've been looking for you for some time. I'm like, really? And then he's like, I'm planning to make a show. I don't know what it's about. And Kabhi I was around 23, 24. I don't know what it's about. I don't know anything about it. The channel, nothing. I just have an idea. And if I make the show, I'll make it with you and nobody else.
Firstly, welcome to ETimes TV. It's our pleasure to have you. So,
thank you so much.
My most important question today is, how are you? How have you been, first and foremost?
I've been good. Actually, last night we were shooting some action sequence and I hurt my hand real bad. Like this thumb of mine, it says, itna swell up ho gaya tha like a balloon.
Oh,
I don't know what happened, some freak injury. And tonight we have a night shift in Film City and I'm shooting an action sequence again. So I hope I'll be able to manage. It's like 5% of what you're seeing, this injury. It was really bad last night. This full thing was up to Leo. So yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, that's one thing I think.
Much better now, but it's okay. I don't want to. It's a very sad way to start an interview. Let's ask happy questions now.
But yeah, hopefully, I'm sure आप पूरा आपका हाथ recover हो जाए, एकदम अच्छे से हो जाए.
हाँ बिल्कुल हो जाएगा. Already almost हो गया है.
That's great. Okay, so first happy question I would ask is, how has it been working with Sumbul? You guys have some crazy chemistry and some off-screen amazing bond. Tom and Jerry वाला bond दिखता है वो.
It's been a breeze, yeah. Like Sumbul is great to work with. She has no hang-ups, very relaxed. She's a very caring co-star as well, and she's a very good friend with a. And for me to have a good bond with my co-star, it's important she has a very good sense of humor, which she does. Like she doesn't get offended with my jokes and all, which I can cross the line sometimes, but she doesn't get offended, which is great. But that's my way of warming up to a person. And luckily, in spite of her being a bit younger to me, she is not a bit, quite younger to me. She didn't get offended by any of the things I said. And yeah, like the reason we have good chemistry is because we are really good friends, and good friends have really good chemistry. So yeah, that comes across on screen.
So with the show, you were aspiring to be an IAS agent, aspirant, and now you are channelizing yourself towards another venture. Initially ऐसा था कि you would walk into the journalistic path, but अभी पता नहीं है क्या है. So are you enjoying these professional roles जो आपको play करने मिल रहा है थोड़ा?
Yeah, man. Like luckily, the role of Adhiraj is quite different from the other roles for male actors on television.
Right.
Like I know it's more about her IAS journey than my professional journey. But at least in our show, we don't speak about owning really big companies and then we just sit at home. And we speak about like 500 crore deals being cracked here and there and we're sitting at home all the time. So yeah, we've kept it real as we can. And hopefully you might see what Adhiraj's true calling is in the future episodes. You might just see something, what he's actually born to do. Maybe he might be doing that. So let's see. I can't reveal much.
No, I'm not asking. I mean, I'm too invested in the show that I wouldn't want to know the spoilers of it. So,
Great.
Apart from that, talking about your television journey, up tak, what have you learned? What have you enjoyed?
What have I learned in my television journey is, in my not television, just acting journey as such, you've got to be really patient and just keep going, just keep working hard. And your time will come if you're patient and you just you work with 100% honesty and integrity, and just all the noise around you, just minus that. Just keep your focus intact
True.
and believe in good things. Like, it's very difficult to stay positive when you don't have work, but be positive, keep dreaming, and never stop dreaming. Like, many actors, many including me, we sit in our room most of the time when we're not working and we think of things, we imagine things. We sometimes even talk to ourselves. Like, good things will happen, the situation, that situation. Yeah, keep doing that. It might happen one day. It's really important to be positive when you're in this profession and just be completely prepared for setbacks and failure, which is very important. That's what I have learned in my journey. There are more moments of failure than success here, but it's sweet. You'll enjoy it.
If we start with Nisha or uske cousins, I mean that's where people just recognized you as an artist, as an actor, and वो उस दौर से आज आपके लिए क्या बदला है in this whole phase of acting?
मुझे कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स मिल रहे हैं मेरी एक्टिंग को लेके, एंड मुझे कभी कभी थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है डाइजेस्ट करने को, बिकॉज मुझे हमेशा लगता है कि मैं बहुत ही एवरेज एक्टर हूँ, एंड लाइक आई वुड सी माय सेल्फ, आई एम लाइक तू बहुत बकवास एक्टिंग कर रहा है, मुझे ऐसा लगता था. बट पहली बार मुझे इतने कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स मिले, लोग मेरी एक्टिंग की बहुत तारीफ करते हैं, तो मुझे पता नहीं आते मेकिंग फन ऑफ मी और दे जेन्युइनली मीन इट, बट आई हैव टू लाइक टू बिलीव दे जेन्युइनली मीन इट, एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी दैट आई एम finally like getting the validation I wanted as an actor. Like, always people who tell me I'm a nice looking guy, acting they would not say much about, but I'm very happy to speak about my acting capabilities. And yeah, so this is what this show has given me. Kavya has given me validation as an actor, which I wanted very badly. Like, now people know that this guy is a decent actor, so that's what I really wanted.
And देखा जाए तो acting projects for you has been quite consistent. बस एक break था वो 2 साल का before Anandi Bain previous project.
Yeah.
So how was that break? I mean, were you figuring out कि अब आगे क्या करना है, या what were you up to?
It wasn't a break. Like, no actor will ever want to take a break unless he's working a lot. It was something where things weren't working out for me.
True.
Like, projects weren't happening for various reasons. And I won't blame the pandemic and all for it, because pandemic in time, I think our profession was the only profession that was thriving even in the pandemic.
Indeed.
So things weren't working out for me for various reasons, and it wasn't a break. I never take a break from work. And I think people who say they want a break are actually lying. Yeah. And even you as a journalist know that. It's a cover-up. So it's just that things weren't working out for me, and I wasn't getting the work I wanted. And yeah, people weren't thinking I'm good enough to play the roles which they were offering me. So maybe that's why.
तो ऐसा कोई project आपको याद है which you think you really wanted to do, things were working in that direction but did not work out, and you wish you were a part of it?
ऐसा यहाँ होते होते रह गया था almost. The day I auditioned for this show, Kavya, I really wanted to play the part, and then I didn't hear for them for a month, and after a month, our casting director is a very sweet casting director. She sends a message that things don't work out. When things don't work out, she's the only one who does it. Vinamrata is the name. So she messaged me, sorry Mishkat, things didn't work out. And people don't do that in television. Casting people don't do that usually, but she did that. Then after a month or two, I was like, theek hai. Then they again got in touch with me. And again, we did a mock shoot and an audition. I really wanted to do it. And again, they disappeared. So ये होते I was shocked कि अब ये नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन फिर ये हो गया. So ऐसा इसी शो में हुआ है. So yeah.
So अभी ना एक ऐसा दौर आ चुका है टेलीविजन में from past 5 years I would say कि बहुत जल्दी shows ऑफर जाते हैं. आज आया है, आपने 6 महीने शो के पीछे मेहनत की है और वो 6 महीने भी नहीं चलता. So do you think कि ना मतलब इस रेस में do you think कि you would ड्यू रह जाता है, या किसी प्रोजेक्ट का कुछ जितनी मेहनत की थी वो दिखती नहीं है टेलीविजन पे, क्योंकि जब तक वो ट्विस्ट आना होता
नहीं यार, The thing is, see, nobody wants to make a bad show. Everyone sets out with the intention of making a good show, a great show,
Right.
so that people remember. But things don't work out sometimes, and for whatever reasons, and it's nobody's fault when the show is pulled out in 2 or 3 months. Everyone has their jobs at stake, people in the channel, in the production, and they have to give results, right? And I truly believe if a show is genuinely good, it will definitely work. Like, that's what I believe in. If a show hasn't worked, then maybe it's not good enough. Like, you might sit in your house and people might say, you might discuss with the actors, yeah, our show is very good, but TRP nahi aa rahi, nahi, TRP aani chahiye. That's the only way to know that the show is working. And when the show is pulled out, yeah, that's how our profession is. Like, films are made over six months, and on the first day, the audience declares that it's a bad movie, it's a flop, and in 2 days, the film will crash. We get 4-5 months. So yeah, but it's really, the competition is cutthroat. But there are also more opportunities now for actors. There are so many new channels and everything, and there are opportunities as well. Like, shows ending quickly and abruptly, that's part and parcel of a profession. You got to be okay with it and just keep going ahead.
So you mentioned that failures ज़्यादा होते हैं success से. So has it affected you mentally at any point of your journey कि मैं क्या कुछ तो ऐसा कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं हो रहा है, या what is wrong?
Yeah, you question yourself, you question your capabilities, and ऐसे टाइम पे ना एक बहुत जरूरी चीज है, वो है फैमिली सपोर्ट, जो मुझे बहुत मिलता है, बहुत 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 मिलता है. So whenever there are days where I feel low, where I've given a really good audition and I didn't get the kind of response I wanted, so frustration creeps in. You're like, yeah, what nonsense is this and that. But in these moments, I have a conversation with my parents. I let all my insecurities out in front of them. And then when I have a bad day, all three of us, mom, dad and me, we have a drink and forget the bad day. So that's how we go over the difficult and negative time. Yeah.
That's very true. I mean, you need a lot of support when you are in such a profession.
Yeah, that's very important. Yeah, like family support and patience from their end is also equally important.
So, taking back to your first show, how did that happen? वो एक जर्नी कैसी रही है? Were you always aspirant कि यार मुझे acting ही करना है? Or what were you in your college days?
I always wanted to be an actor. I was doing a lot of ads and all, and Radhan Shai is the producer of my first show, Aur Pyar Ho Gaya. So he called me one day to his office and he's like, I've been looking for you for some time. I'm like, really? And then he's like, I'm planning to make a show. I don't know what it's about. And I was around 23, 24. I don't know what it's about. I don't know anything about it. The channel, nothing. I just have an idea. And if I make the show, I'll make it with you and nobody else. And I was like, okay, he's just saying it and probably being sweet. And then next day he called my father as well and told him the same thing. Yeah, I'll make the show with him and nobody else. And for 2-3 months I didn't hear from him. And then he got in touch with me again. Again, it's the same thing. Yeah, the show is almost happening now. I'll make it with you and nobody else. And he kept his word, man. And I really respect the man for that. Like I keep telling people the kind of faith he had in me really boosted my confidence. And he had no reason to do that, actually. I don't know why he did it. He probably saw something in me and I'm very grateful for that. And I'll never forget him for that. Like, I'll never ever forget him. Like, he gave me so much respect as a newcomer. He gave me so much respect to my family as well. And I love him. So I'll never forget the faith and love he gave me. That's how my first show happened. And just someone's faith in me and I got that show. Like, of course, we did a mock shoot and everything, but it was only me. Start to end, it was only me. And there was nobody else, like no one else being considered. And only he can pull something like that off, I think.
So back then, when you began, social media was not that thriving. और अब तो मतलब आप कुछ भी करो, आप अगर कहीं पे दिख भी गए हो, it's right there and people are talking about it. So, do you think that it is helping out the artists to grow more with their work? Or what is your take on it?
I hear about actors speaking about the drawbacks of social media. Ki people usually see your following and everything.
Yeah.
I understand that can be a bit irritating and sometimes even humiliating because you see an actor's followers and don't see his acting talent, and on those basis you cast someone. But मैं क्या बोलूँ इसके बाद में, social media is really very important and it has become important. Whether it should be or should not be important, I don't know exactly, but I think it's something which people see before they cast you, and if they are seeing it, then you might as well pay attention to it. मैंने बहुत टाइम तक सोशल मीडिया को जरा भी भाव नहीं दिया, मैं उसे बहुत हल्के में लेता था, लेकिन वो मेरी गलती है, करना चाहिए था पहले से ही, डे वन से ही करना चाहिए था, तो अब मैं कर रहा हूँ वो जितना हो सके मेरी तरफ से. And a lot of trolling and happens on social media, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and just don't pay attention to it. Have fun on social media. Like, show what you want yourself, what you want to see yourself do on camera, do it on social media. Like, whatever talents you have, show it there. You never know where that video will reach. Somewhere someone will cast you there.
Correct.
There are two ways to look at it. It also can be like an audition for you. Social media can be an audition to the biggest directors. It might reach them.
Yeah. So, do you think trolling has affected a lot of youngsters? अभी के जो youngsters है, उनको बहुत mentally वो चीज affect करती है in the acting fraternity.
It really affects them a lot. And I can understand why, because they're really not prepared for this kind of hate from random people. But जो है वो है, तुम्हें मजबूत बनना पड़ेगा. You gotta be made of steel, made of iron, and keep moving forward. Like, if you can't deal with these things, then don't be an actor. Don't come in this profession. You gotta be strong. You gotta be really stone-hearted when it comes to these things, and just keep your focus intact and don't bother about these losers who comment on, try to pull you down. They're nothing but losers. So yeah.
So when it comes to your journey, ऐसा कोई character आपको you really want to do it again if it fits in right now in this television phase?
No, I wouldn't want to repeat myself again. I don't want to repeat any of my characters. I would really want to do something which people can't imagine me doing. You know, like मिशकात ये रोल कैसे कर सकता है? हो ही नहीं सकता. वो बहुत urban है इस रोल के लिए, या बहुत स्वीट लुकिंग है इस रोल के लिए. नहीं, मुझे वो मौका चाहिए कि मैं ऐसा कुछ करूं जो लोग मुझे इमेजिन ना कर सके. तो मुझे कोई रोल अपना रिपीट नहीं करना. लेकिन अगर आप कहेंगे कि कौन सा रोल मैं दोबारा प्ले करना चाहूंगा, डेफिनेटली अधिराज ही है. ये मेरा फेवरेट रोल है आज तक.
Indeed, it is. मतलब सब है इस रोल में. आप मजे भी ले रहे हो.
He's too good to be true, Adhiraj.
Yeah. I mean, toxic relationship के जमाने में अगर कोई अधिराज मिल जाए तो why not?
हाँ, काश मुझे भी कोई फीमेल अधिराज मिल जाए.
So what is your take? मतलब अब तो I think relationships कुछ बचा ही नहीं है. एक वो दौर था 2010 and तब तक था कि हाँ कुछ old school love बचा था, but जब से social media है, it's all about
नहीं यार, अभी भी I know people who believe in old school love. I have met people who have just recently started dating and they're getting married and all. They met on dating apps. लेकिन है, it's all up to you what you are looking for. अगर तुम चाहते हो सच्चा प्यार तो मिल जाएगा तुम्हें. अगर तुम नहीं चाहते हो तो नहीं मिलेगा. As simple as that. It's still there. Like people still believe in love. I believe in love. So yeah, hopefully I'll also find someone.
Hopefully it happens soon.
Yeah.
So, taking through your journey into acting, have you faced setbacks, major setbacks? जैसे, I mean, where you thought कि यार अब नहीं करना है acting, अब कुछ और ढूंढते हैं.
नहीं, कभी नहीं. मैं ऐसा कभी नहीं सोचता. That's like I'm telling you, like I have a lot of support here. So even if I don't let these thoughts come to my head कि यार क्या है यार, shit इतना difficult क्यों है? But ये profession छोड़ने का idea मेरे दिमाग में कभी नहीं आता, कभी भी नहीं. Mainly because मुझे कुछ और करने को आता नहीं है. So I have no option but to be here, and I'm very happy I don't have an option but to be here. I don't want a second like a backup or something. I don't believe in that. So I'm very glad that I don't have a backup.
But now I think बहुत सारे actors who venture out in different businesses के कुछ तो होना चाहिए कि अगर ये बंद हो गया तो मैं कहीं से तो मेरी गाड़ी चल रही है, धीरे धीरे पेट्रोल तो है. तो डू यू थिंक कि वो होना जरूरी है या यू आर श्योर कि ये है ना, ये एक गाड़ी चला लेगी?
हाँ, ये एक गाड़ी चला लेगी और माँ बाप है ना, है तो सब ठीक ठाक ही है मेरे लिए, लकीली.
Oh boy. So, being a Bombay...
So, I don't need to venture out. Sorry?
I said being a Bombay boy, how has it been in the industry?
Being a Bombay guy, born and raised here, it's a big plus. Yeah. Like, people who come from Bombay to become actors,
right.
उनकी struggle कुछ अलग ही level की है. वो लोग कैसे सब manage करते हैं? It's unbelievable. And then after all the things they go through here and still they get work, it's really commendable. And I'm very lucky and I'm very happy that I have a lot of comforts here. I'm looked after. I'm saying with a lot of humility. And so I'm very, very happy that way that I'm a Bombay guy and I don't have to face the struggles which other aspiring actors have to face when they come here. My struggles are different. They aren't, you can't say them that, I wouldn't say that my struggles aren't struggles. वो नहीं, वो मेरी struggle है. तो so अभी the richest man in the country उसकी struggle क्या होगी? यार shit यार private plane नहीं है तो first class जाना पड़ेगा. लेकिन वो उसका struggle है. You can't belittle that.
But have you faced ऐसा कि बॉम्बे से हो, तुमको तो कुछ पता ही नहीं है हमने कैसे किया है? Have you faced that?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. मेरे मैक्सिमम फ्रेंड्स मुंबई के ही है. तो जो मुंबई के बाहर वाले मेरे इतने अच्छे कोई दोस्त है नहीं.
So, what was your school life like?
I went to this school called Bombay Scottish and it's in Mahim. तो वहाँ से coincidentally जितने भी top के actors हैं आज, वो सब उसी school से है.
Right.
तो तभी when we were in school, तभी ऋतिक रोशन नए सुपरस्टार बने थे और हमें मालूम पड़ा कि वो हमारे स्कूल से है. But actually, like मेरे school friends, मेरी schooling life में was never like Bollywood and all, and acting was never like considered to be something which students would do in school. It wasn't a filmy school at all. Just filmy kids that passed out of there. So like none of my other classmates have ventured into acting and all. They all are into business or they're working somewhere. So schooling life is like, whenever I think of school, मेरे को दिमाग में सिर्फ fear आता है, exams का fear, which I really like. I still get dreams where I'm writing my exam paper and I haven't finished it and I'm failing.
Oh boy, so teacher खींच रही है while you're tying.
हाँ. तो स्कूल मुझे इतने कोई खास थोड़ा बहुत अटैचमेंट है दोस्तों की वजह से, लेकिन अदरवाइज आई वुडंट वांट टू लाइक थिंक ऑफ माय स्कूलिंग डेज अगेन. लेकिन बहुत डर था एग्जाम का, हर सब्जेक्ट में फेल होता था, तो इसलिए मेरे को डर बहुत है. अभी व्हेन आई पास माय स्कूल माय हार्ट स्टार्ट्स रेसिंग बिकॉज दैट फियर इज स्टिल देयर कि फेल होने वाला है.
Okay, I understand the fear, so yes, I can get that. So, the industry has so many genres of content. अगर हम देखें तो there are some, जैसे अभी काव्या है, it is not the सास बहू drama that people normally watch. Yeah, there is this एकदम ऐसे concentrated सास बहू drama, and then there is fantasy. So, what do you think? Where do you want to venture out?
You can't plan a successful show, ना. Like अगर ऐसा करोगे तो ये हिट होगा, ऐसा करोगे तो ये नहीं चलेगा. But जितना लॉजिकल हो सके मैं ऐसे शो का हिस्सा होना चाहूंगा, जितना हो सके लॉजिकल. Supernatural and all, I've done it, so it's something which I wouldn't want to do again. लेकिन अगर करना पड़े तो कर लूंगा मैं. So I don't know. I would want to keep the shows I do should have some logic to it. They shouldn't be completely illogical. Yeah, but that's very difficult to do.
So, do you want to venture out into web now that it's extremely thriving?
Of course, every actor will want to do that. Which actor wouldn't want to venture into web and films and all? If it works out well, if they give me good money and give me a damn good role, I'll want to do it, na?
but मिलता है वो question है ना, because there is this label जो I think most TV actors tell कि वहाँ मिलना मुश्किल है because they call you overexposed or they call you so much into television that you know they don't want
हाँ,
to.
मैंने सुना है इसके बारे में, but I would just say that give a damn good audition when they call you. So whether you're from television or you're from Mars, if your audition is damn good, they can't ignore you. As simple as that. I think these are like, I've heard of this and maybe it even happens, but if they ever call you for an audition and if like you're a television and they call you for an audition, give a kick-ass audition. Then they won't bother that you're from television or from wherever. So yeah.
So, you know, audition जैसे आप बोल रहे हो, casting has been one of the biggest enterprise into television, into all the mediums of acting. So, have you faced any drawbacks from there, or you've been lucky
Casting.
enough to always?
No, I've always dealt with really good casting directors. They all are very professional. जिनसे भी मैं मिला हूँ, मैंने कहानियां सुनी है जो शायद इतने प्रोफेशनल ना हो, लेकिन जितने भी मैं मिला हूँ बहुत ही प्रोफेशनल, बहुत ही काइंड है. एंड एक दो है जो इडियोटिक है, लेकिन वो बड़े कास्टिंग डायरेक्टर के नीचे काम कर रहे होते हैं. The main person is always nice, whoever the casting director is. The people below behave a bit daft sometimes, but 99% they all are really, really good people and very considerate and very kind to actors who come to audition. So yeah.
So now, you know, after Adhiraj, where do you want to shift your focus to? I want Adhiraj to stay, but उसके अलावा where will you shift your focus to?
Honestly, after Adhiraj मैंने सोचा नहीं है, लेकिन I would want to like fine tune my craft of acting, honestly. And something मुझे अंदर से लग रहा है कि मुझे कुछ करना चाहिए अपने craft में, and I would want to just fine tune it a bit. And after that, the work I want to do is whatever happens organically, yeah, like जो भी wherever it takes me, I just keep giving my auditions and whatever comes to me, I will, like I said, I want it to be logical and nice. Like when I read the script for Kavya, I was so excited by the writing. And hopefully ऐसा ही कुछ मुझे मिले इसके बाद, whenever this ends after 500 years, hopefully. So yeah.
I'm just hoping that you venture out in something much bigger इसके बाद, इसके आगे. Because do you think कि
Thank you.
इतना लंबा जर्नी के बाद भी, you know, ड्यू मिलना मुश्किल है for an artist when it comes to television or any medium for that matter.
नहीं यार, ड्यू मिलेगा तुम्हें. You will get what you deserve. तुम अगर अच्छे से काम करोगे, मेहनत करोगे, तुम्हें ड्यू मिलेगा. अगर तुम और ड्यू चाहते हो तो और मेहनत करो, तो तुम्हें वो भी मिलेगा.
It's मेहनत का गेम, जितना मेहनत उतना ड्यू.
Exactly, like वो लक डेस्टिनी वाली बात है जो मेरे समझ में नहीं आती, जो मेरे कंट्रोल में नहीं, उन चीजों में नहीं मानता कभी भी. मैं सिर्फ मेहनत मानता हूँ जो मेरे कंट्रोल में है.
That's true. I'll wrap my questions here. But I'm really happy that we could connect.
Okay.
Thank you so much for sparing your time.
Thank you so much, Shruti.